the British government go further. Nabila Ramdani is a Middle East commentator and journalist. What do you want to see from the British government?
Well, I think what Nick Clegg, has just said on your program is absolutely right. I think the lack of criticism of the Israeli military has been unbelievably shocking so far, and it's only now that a few brave politicians like Nick Clegg, and indeed we've also, that was also exemplified by Baroness Warzi's resignation. It's only now that a few brave politicians are speaking up against the usual pro-Israel consensus that we see time and time again, and now they are being joined by a few senior Conservative Party politicians who are effectively breaking rank. And it doesn't matter how many civilians are murdered, how much infanticide goes on. The Israeli security state is supported through thick and thin by Western governments, not least of all the United States of America, and in this case the UK. And that's very much what Cameron said to the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, when he went to visit. He said, "I will be with you every step of the way." And it's a very shameful stance in the face of the horrors that we've seen unfolding in Gaza, frankly.
Well, I imagine pro-Israeli supporters would say that surely Israel is allowed to defend itself.
Well, this is a very interesting argument, because Israel, let's not forget that Israel is an occupying power. And under international law, you cannot occupy a land that you cannot bomb to submission a land that you already occupy. And, whatever your views on Hamas, and I've said it many times on different media platforms I speak to, or newspapers I write for, that Hamas is a very nasty organization. It is, and it's absolutely right that it should be labeled as a terrorist organization. But the right to self-defense, the right to resistance, is very much also a Palestinian right under international law. And the Palestinian people at the moment is the only people on earth that is asked to guarantee the security of their occupier, while Israel is the only country that calls for self-defense from its victims. Let's put this in the context that it should be in. That is the colonial project. Israel is a colonizing power. And I was, looking at, I happen to be of Algerian background, and I was looking at an old history book from France, and it was saying the exact same thing to Algerians, civilians. It was saying you have a choice. You choose quiet and protection from France, i.e. the status quo and colonization, or crime and punishment. Will bomb your villages, will murder your civilian populations to submission. And that's exactly what is happening in Gaza. There's a chilling parallel here, and the problem will never be solved until Israel admits that it's about time that in the 21st century it should not occupy a land. It should give people freedom.
We will leave it there. Nabila Ramdani, thank you, Middle East commentator and journalist. Your reactions follow a travel update.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast on